Of course, the reason we're here today, the 2-year pension campaign, we've been patient, the members have been patient, you the membership, the Executive Council have been patient, the government haven't been listening. All the talks we've had over the last 2 years, we've had dozens and dozens of these meetings with ministers in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and of course England. The amount of evidence that we've amassed, and we're experts now, the Fire Brigade Union, in relation to fitness standards. I was in the Welsh Assembly yesterday, the Fire Rescue Consultative Forum, where they're deciding to maybe put in place something that they've got in Scotland, an interim arrangement for firefighter fitness, just for Wales. Reinventing the wheel is not an option. As far as we're concerned, Sean Starbuck at head office, and Matt Rack, other people have done an enormous amount of work to let the government know that we are the experts on fitness. Absolute experts on fitness. There's no way they can know any more than we do about it. Every piece of argument, every piece of evidence we put forward, not one of these meetings of any of the ministers or minister staff put forward any cogent, sensible argument against what we're saying for the MPA 60. What I want to keep you informed about in the future through circulars and everything else is that we will fight this corner. If we get a deal in Wales on that, all well and good. If we don't, then we'll have to push Westminster through the Welsh Assembly government to do that on our behalf. Make some more noise. Let everybody know in this building why we're here. First up, I'd like to introduce Jones of Wales. Would you like to say a few words here?
Comrades, colleagues, as an outer trade union member with the Fire Brigade Union, having done some 29 years as a control staff national chairperson, bearing in mind control staff feel very aggrieved that they can't join you today because of their pension scheme. However, I'm sure that the comradeship that the control room staff will show you will help you and assist you. I will do all I can, along with my colleagues from the Assembly group here, to make sure that the Welsh Government understands that it can go to Brandon Lewis and it can challenge him to, at the age of 55, to jump up from a resting position and go out and rescue somebody in a fire. Until he can prove to me that he can do that past 55, then your case is safe. I don't think he can do it, and I think that the government, actually the UK government, have to relook at your pensions. You are not asking for the earth, you are asking for something that is your human right, is to have given 30 years service and then to retire with the dignity and the applause and the thanks from the communities that you serve. I'm with you all the way. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Many of you I know because of my work with the FBU over the last 30 years. So I've actually seen many of the people, many who are not here now, who've actually had those injuries, who've been involved in those incidents and so on, who've been forced to early retire, to prematurely retire, and also how difficult the demands of the actual job are. But I always believe that when you start with a job, you agree to contract with your employer, that I will do this job. I will pay into this job for my pension. I'm prepared to pay a lot into my pension, and firefighters pay one of the highest contributions, and at the end of it I know what I can expect. That anybody that breaks that contract is actually breaking the agreement with the workers and the whole basis of public service. And that's what this is. It's another attack on public service. So like Anne and like all our other colleagues from the Assembly, we will be putting pressure. There are limits in what the Welsh Government can do, but we certainly can go ahead and we can say this is not right, it's wrong, and you've got to get back to the negotiating table.
We stand in solidarity with your fight. This is all part of the austerity agenda that is being meted out by the government in Westminster, and it's another example where those who can least afford to pay are being forced to pay for the mistakes that have caused the crisis in this economy. You are standing up and saying no. You are prepared to protect your rights, and I salute you for that. very brief thing to you. If you were asked by anybody as part of this dispute why you were prepared to stand up and take this action when you know that the public finances are in such a difficult situation, just answer this. Would you be prepared to give up your personal pension, your workers' rights, and just take that lying down without a fight? I don't know a single worker who would be in the position, who would be prepared just to stand by and allow those rights to be taken away. So you keep fighting, and I wish you every bit of success with this fight.
Case closes down for the time being, brothers and sisters. One thing I neglected to say, and that is I'm extremely proud of every single one of you turning up here today and marching out at 12 o'clock. As your EC member, I'd like to be on every picket line in Wales. I can't do that, it's physically impossible. However, I'm there on the end of the phone and I will be visiting picket lines. I'm down in London again tomorrow, well, I'm driving down this afternoon for a further meeting tomorrow at the Executive Council where I imagine further strike days will be called. At least I hope there will be. As far as I'm concerned, the Brigade Committee have done a good job. This is a fantastic initiative today to bring everybody down here. Congratulations to Mark, Joe, Vaughan Jenkins and the rest of the Brigade Committee. Well done.
Just to say, we took a punt by having this and organising this. You've proved your faith in what we're trying to do. Thanks again for making the effort, and we'll see you all soon. Thanks again. Cheers.